And we start with that tragic news on St. Lawrence River. Just last hour, police in Akwesasne confirmed a total of 8 bodies have been recovered from the St. Lawrence River.
All are believed to have been attempting illegal entry into the United States from Canada. The circumstances surrounding the deaths continue to be investigated. There is no threat for the general public.
All right, the CBC's Evan Dyer is in Akwesasne. So, Evan, what more details did police share about the deceased? What do we know?
Well, we know that they found 2 additional bodies after the 6 that they found yesterday. And I'm sorry to say one of them an infant, Travis, but these are not the 2 that we believed that they were looking for earlier today. We knew that there were 2 people believed to be outstanding. One of them was that infant who is thought to be Romanian, part of a family group of Romanians that included another child whose body was already found yesterday. But the other person we thought police were looking for was a local man, Casey Oakes, a 30-year-old man and the owner of the boat that was found sunk near the scene where the bodies were recovered. But instead, the police divers, it appears, found another woman, an adult woman, who they believe to be a citizen of India. So that means that the 8 people recovered belonged, they believe, to 2 groups, 2 separate groups traveling of 4 people each. One group from India and one group, the one that included children, from Romania. And it also means that a 9th person, Casey Oakes, is still outstanding, still missing, and police are still actively looking for him. And there are Sûreté de Quebec divers on the scene. There's a helicopter in the air. We saw that search going on a short while ago. It's a marshy area in Snai, Quebec, to the east of St. Regis, where we're standing right now. And this is an area where we were told earlier today by fire chiefs they believe that the boat may have drifted into, that the boat was headed for St. Regis River, not far from where I'm standing, but perhaps drift further east than was intended and somehow sank or capsized close to the shore there, and that's where the bodies were recovered from.
I just can't imagine what that community is going through right now. Evan, talk to me a little bit about that, and also they're continuing the search for an Akwesasne community member, but they can't confirm that incident is related. What can you tell us on that front?
Right. So, well, with the community, of course, this is not the first time that we've seen this kind of tragedy happen in Akwesasne. You know, in Akwesasne for many years there has been smuggling, and smuggling happens here because of the geography of Akwesasne, which is a Mohawk territory that straddles 3 jurisdictions and 2 countries. And within the Mohawk territory, the U.S.-Canadian border is really an invisible line. There are no checkpoints, no border guards, and that is the primary reason why so much smuggling has happened here. And it's often caused deaths and injuries. And especially during the winter months, people have tried to cross the St. Lawrence in skidoos. People have tried to cross it in boats when there's still ice in the river. There's a little bit of ice still in the river right now. And we've often seen deaths, though perhaps never quite so many as this at one time. And that has an effect on the people here. We heard from the chief of police and from the fire chief today that some of the rescuers were really affected by having to pull children's bodies out of the river. But he also spoke about the exploitation of young people on this reserve, young people who have boats or skidoos and who know the river and the roads and the back roads of the reserve, and who are tempted by the lure of easy money to get into not only smuggling, but particularly human smuggling, the most dangerous of all kinds of smuggling, and also the one that carries the most severe criminal penalties. But he was careful not to link Casey Oakes directly to that. The police are not making the assumption yet that Casey Oakes was involved in trying to smuggle these individuals. They do believe that he was putting his boat into the river on Wednesday night when there was very bad weather in this area, blowing snow and sleet, and they started to search for him on Thursday, and it was as a result of that search that they found all of these other people who were deceased in the river and close to Casey Oakes' boat. But they're not yet ready to make the assumption that it was Casey Oakes trying to convey them across the river. And so for now, he remains a missing person.
Yeah, still so many questions. Evan, appreciate the updates. That's the CBC's Evan Dyer in Akwesasne.